The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda for an entire generation that is yet to come. Steve Jobs. My name is Sarah Hilton. I'm so excited to be here with you today. I have a brother. My brother's name is John, and he's an accountant. He has built his business helping the healthcare industry with new accounting systems and software. We often joke that we are in similar fields. He helps people tell stories with numbers and transactions. You might be able to relate. I help people tell stories through the use of words and emotion. Storytelling is key for every business, every industry, entrepreneur, and leader. Facts, information, numbers, they tell. Stories sell. What stops most people in their tracks when telling stories for business? It's usually not knowing how to build a story, even though you know it's important because it can help sell an idea or point. There are several different models of storytelling. The one you will pick up today is the most effective, easiest to learn, and has amazing immediate results. This format will help you gain new clients, help your existing clients better understand your accounting language, and help your clients tell others about the great work you do. As I shared, my brother John completed his final exam for his CPA in 1997. He had his first job at a hospital before it was even a building. Through his work, he recognizes the challenges in the accounting system that the hospital was using. He watched as the accounting team struggled with the slow and confusing system. It kept shutting down. The people he needed to train, like the cafeteria, patient accounts, and reception, found it complicated and errors were often found. The system just didn't function for the growth of the hospital. John would come home often and say, "There's just got to be a better way." He started researching and building, which became a long and challenging and rewarding process. Fast forward to today, you would see John as he showcases his program to hospitals across the country. His clients are excited, on board, and embracing this new way of business. Now he finds pride in the work that he does as he hears his clients talk about the incredible speed, the accuracy, the ability to save time, money, and resources through this program. Today, he is even able to assist those in the healthcare businesses trying to cope with COVID-19 and tracking. How did John get from where he was to where he is today? By building a sought-after system, software support and installation program for financial hospital ERP systems with a focus on budgeting and reporting. I just told you a story and a model called Then, Now, and How. I explained how John was before. It included some of the pain points. Then fast forwarded to how John was today, living in his success. And then the question, how do you think John went from where he was to where he is today? The how is the sell. Your product, service, or work is the how, the sale. If you think of your opportunity to share stories, it might include client stories. Of course, change the name and details or ask the individual for permission. Where was your client before they worked with you? Where are they today? And how did your product, service, or business make the difference, the how? I know that before I connected with my accountant, I was spending hours trying to figure out my accounts. I dreaded tax season, and I was always afraid I missed something. The CRA is after me. They will close me down. I had nightmares. Okay, maybe not nightmares, but it certainly caused me a lot of stress. One year, I even missed a payment for my HST. Fast forward, now I don't even think about my accounts. My incredible bookkeeper takes my files, submits them to my accountant, and poof, it happens like magic. When my accountant needs something, he just calls me up and asks me for that one specific thing. No problem at all. Instead of spending a month worrying and pretending I knew what I was doing, I spend that time working in my business, helping my clients. How did I get from where I was to where I am today? Simply by hiring an accountant. Why Sean, my accountant? Because my friend shared a story about him, and I trusted my friend. And from what she said, I knew he was the exact person I wanted on my team. I now share this story, and it brings new business to Sean and his firm. In the heart of every story, there are three important components. 1, the use of dialogue. Dialogue brings your story to life. It might be something that your client has said to you about their pain points. I don't understand why something went wrong. I don't understand what I'm doing. Instead of narrating that, say it as a dialogue. George, I just don't get it. Where did I go wrong? The audience or listener can often relate because they've heard their client say it to them. Number 2, reflection questions. What are your biggest pain points in your accounting system today? These questions help you dive into the exact pain points of your listener. Number 3, in your story, share an exact next step. An exact next step keeps you connected to your listener, whether it's a prospect or a client. Today, you will see how I incorporate the exact next step when I suggest build a story file. A story file will help you stay ready to speak. When I work with clients, I ensure they have stories ready to share. Every business, every person within the business should be able to share stories. Staying ready to speak is essential, and it's an essential key to business today. Storytelling can strengthen your community presence, help build through delivering keynotes or presentations, and help you with your social media in video. Stories sell. So first step to building success in storytelling, start with a story file. When you have a great client story, or a story about your why, or a story you read about or something you learned in your field, put it in your story file. This story file will help you when you need to tell a story for a prospect or for a video to showcase your work, or helping a client understand something new or different that they need to know for their business. Second step, try one of the then, now, and how stories. See how easily it can come once you start playing with it. And finally, tell a family member or a friend a story and ask them a month later to say it back to you. Chances are they can because facts tell, but stories sell, and stories stick in the minds of your listeners. When stories stick, you'll soon see your success. All famous and powerful leaders today have grasp of the art of storytelling. Perhaps you have heard people like Warren Buffett in the past who uses stories to make sense of complex topics, or Oprah Winfrey, who says there is power and meaning in everyone's story. Ask yourself, does everyone in your company know the story? And if not, help them create and tell their story. The most powerful person in the world is a storyteller. Will you lose an opportunity in business because you weren't able to tell a great story? Will you continue to tell facts, information, and numbers? Or are you ready to gain clients, build business, and strengthen your relationship with your present clients? If you are, it's simple. It's as simple as then, now, and how. Tell your story and share it. Sarah Hilton from Spoken Advantage.